Now remember, the COVID-19 covers a wide array of services for obligated individuals like myself, and being attacked by officers on a sidewalk, not once, but twice, by the same officer. All these individuals are asking for this guy's name. This guy that dropped me off at Connell, they want to know his name. Just like the officer that attacked me on the sidewalk. I have no warrants for my arrest. I get a state check. I'm sorry, I get a federal check. I get a federal check every month for this service of, for the United States of America, providing the services for how would you say applying the interval of sarcasm as protecting society here in Lamb Weston, Scone Connor, Wash Potato, Tater Boy. It's called Lamb Weston. Tater Boy originally originated in Idaho, and the warehouse plant ended up in Pasco, Washington, connected to the railroad company. This railroad company sponsored to Amtrak station, became an Amtrak railroad for the, of course, there's the Santa Fe, the railroad, the Peterbilt, Kenworth Company, all military staff members, and tanks, Abram tanks, Apaches, Hummers, Humvees, Ford companies, Kia companies, Toyota Tundra companies. Number one is Ford, for sure. Importing and exporting all their supplies of factories. John Deere Evergreen Implement, their factory in Moline, Illinois. These cattle companies that provide services for Nike. Notice there's a bee on. Notice there's a bee all over me right here. It's a mama bee, apparently. But anyways, this potato field is filled with water lines, increments on their services that provide services for the, of course, workers, hard workers, works in the fields and water lines, and the farmers and ranchers know that because they see them every year, if they come back every year. And individual sarcasm, ranchers, farmers. Oh, what happened, Felix? Oh, I got attacked by some police officer. The first time and the second time, same one. Taser, gun, belt, intimidation, rolling his window, flipping me shit, saying you're gonna do this, do to me, or prosecute me, have me removed from the state of Washington, have me detained and prosecuted, and never ever come set foot on this planet ever again. You know, that kind of frequency, that kind of communication basis is what was coming out of his mouth. And you got the body cam on him. Is it possible that you can get that body cam? And that's Carol J. BENZEL. She's the judge. That's Andy Miller, the prosecutor. That's 10, 20, 30, 40 years of his service as a prosecutor. That's Carrie L. Rung. She's a former prosecutor with Andy Miller, but now she's a judge. There's a way you can get the body cam on that? Because I contacted these phones, made a phone call. They're supposed to give me a phone call. I didn't give him any kind of information on anything because I didn't do nothing wrong. I have no weapons. They arrested me for no reason. I got bruises, cuts, lacerations. I need to see a doctor. I need to see a medical physician. Explain the situation. I need to be released so I can go see a doctor. Yeah, we're gonna release you, and you have no warrants outside for my arrest. And that body cam they got, that recorded devices they got, you need to get that information because I didn't do nothing wrong, any way, shape, and form. I didn't threaten nobody to do anything. I have no weapons, nothing, no warrants, outstanding warrants. I'm at the DHCPS office explaining myself because I didn't do nothing wrong. You don't take people's freedom and rights and go in a jail cell or go to a jail facility, incriminating people and have them insinuate things, and then have criminal convicts and have their income their services, take their driver's license, CDL license, Social Security cards from the CDLs, the BFD, the Grant County Station, the Apple Care services, the Provider One services, Medicare and Medicare services, Prime Medicare, health insurance company cards, insurance guys, their CDL license, their driver's license, their documents, and fabricate things like that because you're Judge Dixon, right? Well, I'll put you on YouTube, Facebook, and permissions and rights and obligations and services. That's Sean Logan, the mayor of Othello, correct? Yeah, is that correct that I was with Sean Logan, mayor of Othello, increments to their services upstairs, get tabs, license tabs for their vehicle? Is that correct? Yes, can you reflect? I have no warrants, outstanding warrants from us, no restraining orders, no compliance, no violence record, no citation, no tickets, no memos, affidavits, taxes, accessory tax that's with Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Cimaron 59C. The tax is paid, the land tax is paid. Is that correct? The Superior Court, the federal courtroom in Richmond, Washington, Jadwin and Lee, on Jadwin, next to City Hall. You know, I need some kind of testimony, and you're a judge, you're a court clerk, you're the administration officers, and you have bailiffs, doctors, and lawyers. You know, they apply their threats, their services, their increments. I'm not posting bail for nothing. Property ain't for sale. And definitely releasing information to somebody, prudent information is not information at all. And known for a fact, intimidating an individual being incarcerated for long periods of time, carceling somebody else, carceling somebody to be on the sidewalk, giving money to people on the property lines that for their services, to rebuilding homes, fabricating homes, adding homes, building homes, excavating homes, building homes for people that pay for their services. You know, John Deere Evergreen Implement, having people insinuate things, make things up. I got gloves, property, John JD 310, case D9, hydraulic oil, drum oil. That's all good because you know what? We got abstract, run record, DOL, department licenses, all those legalities. All those legalities. All that track record. All that blood testing. And again, we're going to pick this blood test up at Samaritan Hospital. Make sure it's accurate to the T and delivered. UPS, FedEx, USPS, and also $10,000 equipment that Mr. Tabler Wallace, of course, Lawful administration. His 10,000 retainer, federal state courtroom in Richmond, Washington. That's Patty Mary and Mrs. Cantwell. Mrs. Dent and here at 13th District, Moses Lake, Washington. Moses Lake squad car, his license plate number. No warrants outstanding, warrants for arrest. I don't drink, and I have a high protein diet, carbohydrate diet as well. And do not drink, do not do drugs. Like swimming, we run, exercise, aspirin, therapy, Country Financial, Open Bank, Bank of America, applying their services. The Gold's Gym, paying them money. Therapy, therapists, babysitting. You got babysitters, that's $15 for 2 hours. For each hour, $15 each hour. Their services, they comply with the services. There's a swimming pool, activities, services, Cavasser, aerobics, instructors, training individuals, training instructors, private therapy, private sessions. These services are paid in full. Babysitting fees, all the inquiries and services for applying their individual 2 hours or are maxing out of their babysitting services. So applying their individual information. So that's Annie Miller, Hatfield, Benton, Washington. You know, you got kids all up downstairs. I'm upstairs. They got kids downstairs. And it's COVID-19. Kids need to be protected and stay away from people that are infected with COVID-19. Make sure you're thorough, applying and cleaning up all this kind of havoc communications of lies, insinuating lies, making up fabrication of state seal documentation in federal, state court, Minnesota district court, and all those array services. Having that documentation presentable and ready to read to fax and demonstrate and serve with official envelope, stamp, and air mail, priority mail, overnight mail, with confirmation signature. You know, these legalities, litigations, and processes. You can see Mr. Donald Trump, Davenport Hotel in Spokane, Washington, Red Lion in Pasco and Kennewick, Hanford House in Richland, Richland City Hall Federal Court, United States Federal Courtroom, Richland, Washington, Mr. Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Cimaron 5 INC, applying their individual service. You know what I'm saying? Make sure there's compliance inquiries and service. Potato Boy is Islam Weston. Before that was Idaho. Now it's Blackfoot, Sputnik, providing equipment, booms, General Electric, hydraulic power, which is Richland, Washington, providing liquor power, solar panel services, turbines of dams for backup generators, for kilowatts, for grid towers. This is Vista Utilities. This is Grant County. This is Warden, Washington. Mr. John Ensign, coordinator for City Hall here in Othello, Washington. See, Mrs. Patty Murray, Sir Kentwell, he's not going to miss a beat. Don't miss a beat. Cross country running, Badger Mountain, Richland, Washington, Gold's Gym, private counseling services and training, and increments for hit by a truck. That's all good. All good. We'll apply these services to the T. To the T. We'll write all this documentation. This is micro stop. Windows 10. There's no escaping that. No escaping that. Social Security office loves all that. The camera doesn't lie about nothing. Can't escape the truth with the camera. Footage or body cam. Now, Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington, the Prosecutor Administration Office. We got that 519-735-3551. This is the potato field. Increments added to the increments for the water lines. Services they have. We got a cornfield across the street. Some more cornfield across the street. We got a potato field across the street. And we got cornfield across the street. Now the service that they apply is automotive service corruption that they have. As you can see, wide background service that they got. You know, the Samaritan Family Healthcare Services, applying their services and affidavits, instructions and services, and you know, having a blood pressure of 123 of 80, BMI of a 34.86, weight, height, pulse 87, oxygen 94. Not being affected by any COVID-19, not in any way, shape, and form. Having doctor, of course, a family doctor, and June 2nd, 2020, and also Cimaron Family Medicine at 15 South Pioneer Way, Suite 15200 in Mosaic, Washington, 983. Phone 509-793-9780. Fax 509-764-3246. That's Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington, U.S. Samaritan Family Health, Pioneer Way, Suite 15020, Mosaic, Washington, 9837. 509-793-9780. No allergies, no allergic reactions, Medicare, DACPS, Olympia, Washington. Policy number, group number, carrier code. Felix Barela, the volcanic acid services, diagnose and service increments, doses and service time increments. paying and claiming for services the increments at that portfolio, carrying out their implement services of individual heroism. Now, county law firm in Moses Lake, Steve H. Sackman, 455 East Hemlock Street, Othello, Wash, 99344, 509-488-5636. Brandon West, Eastern Washington, criminal defense lawyer. 10 North Street, 647, Spokane, Washington, 99201, 509-747-2855. Stephen J. Felice, Jessica Rodriguez, 190 East Main Street, P.O. Box 2825, Fellow, Washington, 99344, 509-488-3303, fax 509-488-6373. Felice at jfelicelaw.com. Human Resources, Larissa Perez. She's involved too. Human Resource Coordinator, P.O. Box 3735 C Street, Northwest of Freda, Wash, 98823. 509-754-2011, extension number 4903. Fax 509-754-6588. Oh, that's just a minute. Beginning. Grant County Courthouse. Dano and Jennifer, the prosecutor of Grant County, Moses Lake, Watt. This is Warden, Washington. 509-754-2011, extension 397, Washington State Patrol, 509-765-61775. You know, you got to call them. Automatic redial. Moses Lake Police Department license plate number. That's no warrants, outstanding warrants, no alcohol. Don't do drugs. Moses Lake Police Department. That plate number, license plate number 63379D. Moses Lake Police Department. March 2nd, 2020. Squad car 036, City of Moses Lake, 411 South Balsam. Kevin Fear, Chief Police Department. Melissa McKnight, Grant County Courthouse, P.O. Box 37, Freda, Washington, 98823, 509-754-2011, extension 2610. You know, Mr. Cooney Law Firm, 330 West Indiana Avenue, used to be Spokane, Garland, of course, 910 West Garland. This is 509-326-261 number. 2613, 509-598-2677, 1-88302-2613, fax 509-325-1859, for emergencies 509-327-6000. Website is ldcooney at jcooney.com. John Cooney, Lou Cooney, John Cooney, and Jim Cooney. Law and the getting hit by a truck like crosswalk at Broadway and Vision, Moses Lake. You call Jim Cooney up, you call him up, and you got some affirmative action. Mr. Cepeda, John, Richard. There's Richard, and also Richard, and Tom, and also Mr. Cepeda, Priest Cepeda, St. Joseph, St. Patrick's in Pasco, St. Joseph McKennewick, the Sacred Church and 7th in Othello, Washington, the Catholic Church, LDS Stake Office. Now, the Spokane law firm is located, the John Cooney law firm is 330 West Indiana Avenue, Washington, 99205. LD Cooney, JohnCooney.com. Now, the administration office is Othello District Court, and that's Carol J. Benzel. Mr. Superior Court Dixon, Superior Court. Zero balance on abstract, DOL, zero balance on inquiry and services, owe nothing. Now, Schultz Tablers, McKenna Law Firm, 704 East Olive Avenue, Moses Lake, Washington, 988-237, 509-765-4451, 1-855-LAW 8848. Schultz Tabler Wallace, Attorney at Law, P.O. Box 876, 56C Street, Northwest Freda, Washington, 98823, 509-754-5264, fax 509-754-5835. Now, Tabler Wallace, Schultz Tabler Wallace has retained $10,000 Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Cimaron 5 IC, Banquet Fire, Restaurant, Bar, Motel, driver license, English, abstract record, taxes, water taxes, sewer taxes, any kind of a tax. Mr. Eric Chen, Chinese restaurant, the Chen restaurant, the Indian cuisine, the West Side Pizza, and so forth. Schultz Talbot Wallace, attorney at law, 5060 Street Northwest, P.O. Box 876, Fredo, Washington, 98823. That's George Washington House. Lola Hernandez, Roberta Barela, increments, and that service, Fabian Barela, Felix Barela, increments, Lola Hernandez, Scooter, Rocket. There's a, of course, a walker, a wheelchair, a scooter, epidural, which is epidural, which is inside the oxygen tank, inside the fluid of your mask, open up the lungs, that fights cancer, opens up your lungs, your cancer, if you get cancer, get brain cancer, get breast cancer, get lung cancer, get kidney stones removed, chemical dependency, chemotherapy, and sessions, therapy as well, getting pushed off a cherry tree, have to put screws in the knees, and so forth. There's add-ons, therapy, pain, anguish. Lamb Weston, washed potatoes, Stone and Connor, Bakers, Balcom and Moe, Cepedas, CBC, Columbia Basin College, the LDS, Vice President LDS Church, 20 Cabinets, Redland, Davenport Hotel, Mr. Don Trump, Bach, Mumu, Ganja, Stephanie, Mumu, Eric, Tiffany, Barron, Melina, their divorce settlement, $2 billion, taking that $2 billion, put it in it, reinvesting it, applying the court system's increments of the services. Now, Schultz Talbot has that $10,000 retainer increments of the services. The P.O. Box 87, Fredo, Washington, 98823. Phone number is 509-754-5264. Fax 509-754-5835. www.lawfirm.com. Stephen W. Reagan, Kenneth W. Chadwick, Natalie Hover Dam, McLean Law Office, Professional Service, John Luke McKinnon, 509-765-4451. Fax 509-765-6019. 704 East Olive Avenue, Moses Lake, Washington, 98837. Now, there's services that are applying. They're retainer and individual services for cash dispensing. You know, carrying out all this money being tacked on the sidewalk, $7,000, applying their services on the George Washington Administration Office, Random Freda, retaining of the $10,000 in services, increments of the services on all the cash advances and services for Ajmer Singh Nijjar and Cimaron 5 IC for the $1 million. Of course, the $1 million, $80,000 loan, $1 million, all paid in full. Platinum, Sequoia, Tundra, a Jeep Wrangler. You know, one thing after another, one thing after another, and one thing after another. You know, building credibility, services, increments. 809-777-82D. You know, I'm applying all these increments and services. Deposit inquiries. Being attacked on the sidewalk for one. Applying for annual payments on services at Cimaron Hospital. Paying for services from the Eastern State Hospital for their service for their bed, food, pharmaceutical, medicine, eye care, medical. All those bills paid for a sealed documentation. That state sealed documentation, applying that sealed documentation. Your certificate of life birth of your birth certificate, and also referring of your states of all here in Richland, Washington State, applying your services, making sure your Social Security, your 81 Kennewick, Washington, which is Gage now Klamath, Cincinnati. Making sure your deposit inquiries are in your EFT transaction, your accounts, your credit cards, and the deposit inquiries, EFT transactions are pulled and pulling your account for your checking, savings, and your credit card APR rates, your deductions, and your rates, and your UBI, business UBI number. Now you gotta show your taxes, input services, the service you paid for, what you paid for, what rate you paid for. What state seal documentation you got? Moses Lake public records request for San Juan 5 INC body cam from Officer 411 South Boston, Moses Lake, Washington, 98837. Chief Kevin Fear called 911, responded conversation with dispatch, Washington State Patrol 509-734-7034. Gave to State Patrol. Grant County prosecutor called Garth Dano Jennifer 509-754-2011. Fred Washington Street, Moses Lake Police Station, vehicle squad car 0036. License plate number 63379D. Incident Michael Market Bistros 221 West Broadway, Moses Lake, Washington 509-765-4177. McKenna Law Firm, Honorable District Court Jail, Adams County District Court, 425 East Main Street, Washington, State, Washington, versus Felix Barela on the sidewalk. Body cam. Dear Judge Benzel, Ms. Barela came to the office 9:30 a.m. December 3rd, 2019. He says he cannot get in touch with lawyer, Mr. Brandon West. He attached authorized release prepared to respect to Mr. Brandon West. Looked at Bar Associate website, therefore no email for Mr. West in the lawyer directory. He called his office, left him voice message reminding him about Mr. Barela's court date. Set tomorrow, December 4th at 8 a.m. No staff member answered the phone. Went straight to voicemail. We do not represent, we do represent Mr. Barela, but does this, if you don't show it, please take into account Mr. Barela is making sufficient efforts to contact his counsel. I spoke to elect Mr. Barela substantial doubts. Also, cannot understand, apparently being comparative of comprehensive, this seems lack of capacity of the prosecutor for lack to understand. Anyways, Mr. James McGee and Mr. McKenna in Washington Bar Association, 23434, attorney. Professional Service Corporation, 704 Olive Avenue. Hearing. COVID-19 came in effect. State documentation, and this is Honorable Steve Dixon, Mr. Kerry J. Benzel, sealed document. Othello Community ER account, Barela, Felix, physician, medical clearance, 10/21/1972. This is July 19th, 2016, 2016, 2019, 2020. You know, 2018. These increments of services are sealed. You got Verizon Wireless, Verizon, Felix Barela, Verizon Unlimited Service, Unlimited Talk, Unlimited Gigabyte. You got Verizon Equipment, Samsung 7s, Samsung 9, 10s. You got the ER Live Report, 7/19/2016. You got walking to Pasco to talk to Benton County Prosecutor Andy Miller. 509-735-3591, fax 509-736-306. You got all this documentation to the key. We got the State of Department of Social Health Services, Honorable Steve Dixon, Judge, Adams County Superior Court, 210 West Broadway, Visitor, Washington. Felix Barela. You got sealed documentation, Mr. Barela, capacity assist. Evaluation by DMP. You got data entry administration. You got assessment profile. You got a career scope portfolio of data and services of testing, reading, writing, typing. You got high scores, artistic, scientific, plant animals, protective, mechanical, industrial, business details, selling, accommodation, humanitarian, leading influence, and physical performing. All high percentile. 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 90, 90, 99, 98, 94, 97, 99. Artistic, scientific, plants, protected, mechanical, industrial, business detail, selling, accommodation, humanitarian, leading influence, physical performing. 100%. Score. 100, 100, 99. GOE, Guide of Occupational Exploration. Recommendations. Recommendations. World Wide Web, WW Online, on tcenter.org. Career Scope Results, on net. Career recommendations. Felix Barela's Career Scope Assessments. Artistic, scientific, plants, animal, protective, mechanical, cell, and combination, humanitarian, leading, influence, physical. General learning, verbal aptitude, numerical aptitude, spatial aptitude, form perception, clerical perception, motor coordination, finger dexterity, manual dexterity, special job tasks. Write a novel, interview guests, radio talk, show edit, analyze statistic data, develop budgets for organized measurements, openings, fit, install, design layouts, new highway systems, create diaphragms, wiring systems, buildings, patterns, mag, clothing, operate forklift, examine, compare, sell under microscopes, check temperatures, gauges, machineries, inspect parts, assembly, proofread manuscripts for tire carpet errors, keep inventory records, mailing, recording, zip codes, operating cash register, all objects, moving assembly, belt, distribute, handbook, repair and watch, play, piano, replace eyeglasses, screws, stack bricks, construct wall, diagnose, treat illness and injuries, use facts or solve crime, plan and layout of computer network, inspect and test engine parts, write novel, so forth. Nothing but good things. Nothing but good things. And we got state sealed documentation. And this diagnose will not change. Collect tax checks, federal check every month. See the services that they provide. They make things up in services that the services that improve that as you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory. Reading, writing, comprehension, explaining the situation, being on the sidewalk for such of a matter, fighting for my own life, basically, not once but twice. And also the services they provide, and that's respected, submitted by Mr. Daniel J. Lord Flynn, PhD, licensed psychologist. Stacy Summerhill, Deputy Prosecutor, Barrett Scudder, Attorney Defendant, Adams County Mental Health. Mr. Brandon West, Mr. Scudder, Mr. McKinnon Law Firm, and the state documentation is sealed. Never be the same again. Can't change. There's no way we're damaging what is done, any way, shape, or form. Nothing be shape and way, form, not being repaired in any way, shape, and form ever again. Okay, we got this beautiful agriculture field. Then we got cornfield all through this area. We got water lines all through the area. We got water concurrency systems, valve system, slopes, zymatics, rikins, Maxfields, Menzies, and the potato field, of course, and of course the cornfield increments of services. This is our southeast. This goes all the way to Highway 2017, 170. As you can see on YouTube, Facebook, South 395 increments on the cornfield, array cornfield. This is our southeast. This is our southeast. You can see what it looks like, in development on all different diagonals, features, angles, which applies for these services. Negotiating import-export services, China, India, and as you can see, India is not any way, shape, and form. And the experience of feeding and processing, importing, exports. You can see the next expenditure, and the stop is very self-explanatory, another cornfield. And this exceptional service, as you can see, another cornfield. And this array should be a download information for the 12, 15-foot corn stalks that are held exceptionally to the increments of the service as you see. The STS, 9.5s, the STS, and also the Pro Drive increments on the canola oil. And that's John Deere Evergreen implementing the service increment plan of services. Now, the Wash State Farm Bill goes a long, long way. It goes to the Department of DOL 36, 35 different states. We refer to DOL for serving the judge's administration rights on the documents. Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Cimaron 5 INC, Bank Firehouse, AJM, Singh Nijjar, AJJAR. The services they have, railroad services, increments, import services. As you can see, there's no driver's record, no abstract record. There's no violations. There's no increments in the way, shape, and form. This is Warren, Washington. Grant County, Moses Lake, Washington. This is Grant County, Franklin, Benton. All the 3 districts, as you can see. Tacoma, Spokane, Seattle, and the Tri-Cities. It's Andy Miller at CO Benton. Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington, 509-735-3591. Fax 509-736-3066. And if you see this affirmative action, take care of it. Download it.